back. Oh, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. Okay, 13. Jamming Jen. Primitiva. So hi guys, anyway, yeah, this is, I'm in my new home, and we did it, we finally, you know, oh god, it was a mad one, and just want to just make a little video about what's, you know, the solstice energies, what's going on, how's everyone getting on out there, like with these mad, intense energies. Does anyone notice? Oh my holy, what, you know, like full on next level, isn't it? It's full on next level. And yeah, so big things going on with this solstice energy, and yeah, it's amazing what I've been shown about you know, this work that we're doing in our group, in the event, and in terms of actually massively assisting with the, you know, I mean, it's so obvious to say it, but like it is a real thing, like, you know, the like victory to the light, you know, clearing all of these old templates of control. It's reality, like it is an actual reality, and we are the light tribe, and we are Gaia's greatest hope. All of us guys, we are truly Gaia's greatest hope, you know, for us to come together with these powerful, powerful intentions, and you know, really activate our soul group. So I have a message about what I've been shown and about what we're going to be working with tomorrow in the solstice transmission. It's really mad. This is, like, without doubt, the most important work that I personally have ever been called to facilitate in my entire life. This solstice transmission is beyond the beyond the beyond what we are being actually called. It is like the full collective self-mastery codes, activation of the 13 strands, of the 13 dragon strands in our own DNA. We have 13. Well, we have infinite. The 12 and the 13 is the gateway to infinity. You know, it's to the multidimensional, or the, you know, the parallel realms. Like there's no limit. So, and that's what we're being called to activate within the earthly grid of the 13 dragon lines. You know, it's really, really amazing work. And activating this within our own DNA, and activating that within our own kundalini. And this is to do with the mastery programs, like downloading into the grid, into like the human grid. So that's the message that I come forth to bring. Just to let you all beloveds know about the work that we're being called to do tomorrow. So really, really, truly giving thanks to everyone who is going to show up, and I know many, many, many soul family in this group are gonna be there, be part of the transmission, which is taking place at 6:06 p.m. tomorrow, and to activate these dragon lines. You know, this is the prophecy. This is the ascension of Gaia. We are like co-facilitating the ascension of Gaia, brothers and sisters. Innit? Hello, Jen. Bad reception. I'll need to catch up. Oh, Will. Oh, hi, Will. Will's my friend from Glastonbury. Hi, Will. I'll be there. Just need to book on. Oh, yeah. Loads of people book on tomorrow. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing, and just wanted to just share with everyone, like, how is everyone feeling with all these very, very intense solstice energies. I myself have been extremely challenged to my absolute core, and realising that, you know, my greatest kind of battle in this lifetime has always been with the patriarchy. Because I'm a powerful soul, and if I meet a force that thinks it's above me, it's like I'm going to have an argument. I'm not going to just sit there and go, all right then, mate, you're like, you know, we'll go with your plan. It's never been like that for me. And so living on the third dimension, it's been quite, you know, I've had quite a few confrontations with patriarchy, and that was what got really, really triggered in this house move, like having to meet this bureaucratic, very, very patriarchal system of being like scrutinized, of being like made to feel unworthy, all these old like patriarchal, and me just going, I've had enough. That place in me that is like just outraged. They say, I'm a divine being. I am telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. We can make an agreement. Like, look, I'm pure. Like, how can you doubt me? Do you know what I mean? This is so that's been my journey with all these intense solar energies, really meeting those, like those, are they dark, are they shadow? I wouldn't say they are. They're parts of me that have been fully enraged with patriarchy. And that is part of, you know, the fact that of who I am, of being very deeply connected to the Magdalene codes. And that is the divine feminine. And many things are being shown to me at the moment about you know, what's actually going on with this ascension. And I'm being shown that it has a lot, and you guys will probably know much more than what I know about this, but somehow the ascension of Gaia, of our Earth, is connected to Andromeda, to some sort of alignment with Andromeda. Is it that Earth Gaia is a twin star of Andromeda? So there is something going on with an alignment with Andromeda, and that is what's occurring right now. There is this massive alignment going on with the prophecy of the golden age, the rising of and the dawning of the golden age. So yeah, we're meeting our shadow aspects. For myself, you know, I must say I did get triggered when I met that masculine energy, but I remained gracious. And I remained in my heart and in my truth at all times when I met that. And I hope and pray that that person who was acting out that vibration was touched by my authenticity, you know. So that's what's been going on for me, as in, you know, the tests that this gateway has been. And it's been very intense because it's my home. It's all to do with like my home, which is my base. And the fact that I'm a mother, and I'm a single mother who's, you know, my deepest need is to provide for my most beloved son. And so, like, for myself, I'm a very, very gypsy soul, and I would, like, happily live in my van and just, like, travel around the world. That would be amazing, going to live in India. But for my son, like, that security is absolutely 100% necessary. And if someone's going to come around and threaten that has pressed my buttons. So, you know, I'm just wondering where we're all at, because that's definitely, I've been very, very deeply challenged with these energies. And, you know, why are we challenged like this? For me, it's always about somehow meeting that part of ourselves, like, just with real tenderness. Just that realization that, you know, who we are as divine beings, like having to live on this third dimensional realm has been like pretty much quite excruciating, like a lot of the time. So, like, what do we deserve? Like, we are like angelic divine beings, you know, Christed beings. And we've absolutely fully coded, like, with these diamond DNA frequencies to activate our Christ Ascension. You know, that is our birthright. And yeah, so we're all being offered this huge opportunity right now with all of this light that's bombarding the planet. But it's always going to go down deep. It's going to go down deep, because the light has got to go into the deepest, darkest shadows. And it's like, here again. We're here again. Do you know what I mean, guys? So, yeah. Just wanted to share about that, and amazing energies. So let's all come together in this group, make a group meditation. This is totally open to absolutely everybody. And yeah, so it's at 6:06 p.m. tomorrow. Very, very powerful for us beloveds to come together, definitely. And I did actually want to pull some cards, brothers and sisters. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like move the camera, and we're going to go to doing a card reading for the collective. Okay, lol, baby steps. So a bit of like movement happening. You can see my house. So let you see my house, guys. That's my art. It's my art. I've made lots of art in my life. From this point onwards, we're going to be now pulling a few cards for the collective consciousness of Gaia and finding out what's going on. This is the new setup in the new house. I rather like it. And I'd like to go back on the camera again at the end, but I'm still here. So, beloveds, we're going to, there's big energies going on between the divine masculine and feminine. And we're remembering who we truly are, that we are divine beings, and we are the Trinity, the Mother, Father, and the Child, and the Christ Sophia Child, the balance of the masculine and feminine. We are all that. We are all that. And that is what this gateway is all about. It's about activating that knowing and remembrance of who we are as whole, as divine beings, source beings, lacking nothing. And and so when all these clouds, these lovely old dark clouds come to visit, just say hello, happy to see you, but that's not who I am. Happy for you, happy for you to be there, but that's not who I am. Do you know what I mean, brothers and sisters? So focus on pulling 3 cards. One for the divine masculine, one for the divine feminine, and one for the event, and also for the union. And because it's absolutely massively 100% connected to the ascension of Gaia, is the re-establishment of the divine union template within the collective consciousness. Like, that is what was basically, sort of deprogrammed or made dormant or stolen from us. And it's the Kundalini energy, the merge of the Kundalini energy, the Heros Gamos. Because when that happens, when the actual Heros Gamos happens within your own self, as it is within, so it is without, and that is when your perfect vibrational counterpart can and must manifest before your very eyes. And so, yeah, that's what's going on. I have to try and find, where am I? Can't find my live video. Who is it? Oh, I know. I'll go to, okay. Right. Oh, it's the wrong one. Alright guys, are we all sort of like... Masculine intuition. Love begins. Passion ignited. Oh my gosh. Oh my holy moly. So that's the divine masculine and that's the divine feminine. Right. Okay, so the message I'm getting for the divine masculine is that the spirit higher self has been really, really super knocking on his door. Like, he's knocking on your door, and like things that you actually know in your heart, you just can't deny. You're getting all the signs, like all the signs have gone up next level for the divine masculine. Really, really making you realise this world that we've been told, this is not how it is. This is not how it is. This is a magical realm where synchronicities and, divine occurrences take place. That is what this realm is. And that's what's happening. Divine masculine, you just cannot be denied. They're just like, you've got to give up on this false programming about this 3D realm. Like, it's just not the way it is. So, but that's good. It's like, so what does that mean? It means that, like, maybe you could just kind of just be like a little boy and just be your little boy self and just relax and just know that, like, there is a divine force that is looking after you and is aware of your every whim and is aware of your every breath and your every move and is tending to you, and that is absolutely true for all of us. And so, so that is the message. So, yeah, just really give yourself permission to perceive life from the eyes of that sacred little boy that is yourself. And this goes for all of us. let's just give ourselves permission to, you know, trust and know that there is a powerful and divine benevolent force that is holding us, that is aware of us, that is tending to us at all times. And that is the truth. So we are all being invited to just kind of like, just take a deep breath and just relax. Do you know what I mean, guys? Do you know what I mean? So that's the message. It's like, stop thinking it's all this mad, crazy war because, or this, you know, battle, or there is something going on. We all know that, but really, there is something that is far greater than that Leela, or whatever that Leela is that's playing out on the planetary or the galactic levels, you know. It's like, what is beyond that that is what we need to be resting in, knowing, because that is where all power lies. And so this is a collective message to all of us to, you know, just allow our inner child to feel safe. Just say, like, oh, it's all right, I'm going to look after you. I'm going to look after you. I'll pull a clarifying card for the Divine Masculine. But that's particularly a message to the Divine Masculine. And it is also, again, referring to this high upgrade of synchronicities that are going on, which are showing you without, you know, there's just no question of a doubt that this is a magical realm. There is some profound intelligence that is orchestrating this Leela, this absolutely fantastical fairy tale Leela. And so we are all being invited to place our trust in that. Be strong and have faith, as Deborah 6 said. So the clarifying card that I'm going to pull for that is, oh my gosh, the 10 of, oh my god, look, oh, that's pretty intense. That's the 10 of swords. No, it's the 9 of swords. So yeah, that's this whole idea of persecution, like where we've all, like the egoic consciousness has just been persecuted, all of us. But this is a false program. This is not the truth. This is like, you know, there has been some sort of, you know, you could call it an agenda, you could call it, there's been an idea, there's been you know, whatever you want to call it, to enslave humanity with this, with all these false programmings. And this is exactly what this card is pointing to. The lie, you know, the you should and the you're not good enough, and so the Divine Masculine, because this has been pulled out for the Divine Masculine, so the message is that you will never ever fix all those 9 swords. You'll never fix those 9 swords. You will never have the energy or the time to go and fix all those 9 swords. There has to be another solution. There has to be another solution. So what is the solution? The solution is just to realise that, you know, that all of these are the swords represent the clouds, the mind represent thoughts, you know, and thoughts are simply clouds, and clouds are temporary and they come and go. But what remains is the sky, and the sky is the host that hosts all the clouds. So very, very important for all of us, and particularly the Divine Masculine at this time, to be placing your awareness on that space beyond those temporary thoughts, you know, and that place, and that's coming back to this idea of like really just giving ourselves permission to play, to let our little children go, okay, oh my god, maybe our Creator made this realm for us to like have an absolutely like blissful, amazing time. You know, so that's the big message for the Divine Masculine there, and all of us. So for the Divine Feminine, so it's like transmute. You'll never sort out all these 9 swords. You have to find another way, and so that is in presence, in stillness, in really committing to placing your awareness on being in the present moment. That is all it comes down to. Very, very simple enlightenment. Very, very, very simple. Mind cannot stand the simplicity of it. Mind's like, no. But it is. It is simply just making that choice, that sovereign choice to place your awareness on the present moment and prioritise that over the temporary display of thoughts that are coming in and out and all over the shop. Right, so for the Divine Feminine we have Passion Ignited. And that's a very, very beautiful card, isn't it? That's really, wow, and yeah, it just feels... For me, this is referring to the activation of the Christ heart, which is to do with the solstice energy, which is to do with the 13 dragon activation. And this is very, very important codes for the Ascension, and you know, for the it's not history, because for the story, for the blistery of this planet. This is all connected in this amazing prophecy of this time, of this remembrance of who we truly are as children, as chips off the old block of the most highest of the holiest of the holiest of the holiest. Like, that's who we are. We are chips off that old block of the highest of the holiest of the holiest. Like, we do know that, don't we? We do remember that. Hands up if you remember that. Oh no, low power mode. Okay, I'm gonna have to like sort it out. That should be okay. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Oh, is it gonna fit? Is it? Yes, it's gonna fit. Thank you, Jar. There is a God after all. Anyway, where were we? We were talking about the activation of the Christ heart. This is what I feel this is referring to. It's referring to this gateway. It's referring to the divine prophecy of what all the ancient ones have spoken about, of this time, of this transformation, where you know, Gaia ascends, and we as her children, we are part of this ascension, and we are all experiencing it, and we are all assisting her. And so that is that realization of that remembrance of really, really, basically and truly, how powerful each and every single one of us are, and that we are all equally as powerful as each other. There is not one single being, not one single human being who is more powerful than any other human being, because we all have the same mind, we all have the same subconscious mind, we are all one. Access to infinite, all knowledge. So this is what this time is all about. This alignment, this remembrance. I remember who I am. I'm powerful. Whatever I say, is what I create. That is what I manifest. I take responsibility. I will not perpetuate being a victim. This storyline, this narrative of being a victim. I commit to dropping that right now and just chucking it over the river, in the canal, or just burning it in the violet flame. And being empty, and realizing that Mother, Father, God, Great Spirit, who I am, me an empty blank slate in every single moment. The universe that loves me and created me is like is carrying no, it's just there's just infinite emptiness and infinite possibility. And whatever it is that I focus on, or we focus on, that is what we are creating. And that is the truth. That is the truth. And that is what this time is all about. It's about us all, like, we're all, like, so powerful. Like, just drop the story. Where's the story got you? Where did it get me? It didn't get me anywhere. You know? So there's a massive reigniting for the Divine Feminine's heart, where she's activating that trinity, that trinity of herself, of her connection to source energy, you know, the divine, you know, the divine mother, father, and the child self, the Christ Sophia self. So, Finn's coming in, guys. There may be noise, but we all know the drill, don't we? Here comes, can you hear him? Sorry. Hi Finn, I'm making a live video. First one in our new house. Ooh. Right. Anyway, passion ignited. So we'll pull a clarifying card for the divine feminine. Hi Durham. Message for the divine feminine. Oh, what's that? Oh, she's moving away. She's like, you know, she's been in a bit of a situation and she's like moving away. She's like, that didn't work. Oh, we gave it a shot. That didn't work. A lot of the divine feminine. Yeah. So, and I think that a lot of this is referring to, you know, a wave of divine feminines that you know, maybe are projecting this idea of twin soul onto actually a twin flame. Someone, you know, this part of this phenomena that you think this person is your twin, but actually it's your soulmate. And a lot of these relationships are being cleared. Definitely, these strong energies cannot be maintaining those illusions any longer. Definitely. So there's been quite a ruthless cutting off. This card is pointing to a wave of divine feminines that have been entangled in relationships with people that were not actually truly their vibrational match, and actually were causing them a lot of trauma, as a lot of these catalyst twin situations do, and are very, very renowned for being very traumatic. But really often, almost, you know, in genuine twins, it's not traumatic. It's not traumatic. It's very, very, very soothing. It's like it's all very, like you've made an agreement, like all is well, all is well. There's this absolute trust. No, you know, there isn't doubt, and maybe there is doubt sometimes, and that's okay. But on the whole, there's just like absolute, complete and utter knowing that, a remembrance of who you are. Oh, we've got Gina Reichart, and she's in Glasgow, Connecticut. It's amazing, that's cool. Alright, so that's for the divine feminine, and passion ignited, and well, interesting, we've got love begins for the event, for the energy of the event, and for the union of the divine masculine and feminine. So that's a very powerful card that we've pulled, beloveds. And I think, you know, what are you getting from it? Can you see it? Oh God, you can't even see it. Sorry. Can you guys? I'm just going to get a bit, you know. I know it's a bit dark, but I want to, you know. Love begins. I mean, feels like to me like 2018 is a absolutely huge mega year for the event, and it's definitely a message that I got from my spirit team, and it's definitely something that I'm experiencing, that it has gone to the next level. But what I really truly know is that they give us what we can handle, and these energies are very, very strong. So we're not going to be, you know, we are given it at the level that we can truly handle it. And I think it's important for all of us to realise that, because if it comes in too strong, then it, you know, imagine like your Ascension symptoms afterwards, it could be, you know, just too much for you to cope with. So, so I guess the message that I'm getting now for our beloved tribe is that before we go to sleep, call upon the violet flame, and to really and just imagine that we are holding a black box, and in this black box it contains all of the programming, all of the, you know, all of the illusion, all of the lies, all of the programming, ancestral, karmic, everything. It's like all little rolled up contracts in this black box. So just imagine that, just holding this black box and handing all these programs into the violet flame. And if all of us who are watching this do that, then that is going to be very, very powerful for the grid and for all of us to assist in the actual removal of these lies. And as we remove these lies on a personal and collective level, we're able to handle more of the event energy, you know, without being absolutely, you know, just completely obliterated with Ascension symptoms. So that's the message of this card. It's it's a really, really beautiful message, and I'm just going to pull one clarifying card, the Queen of Wands. For me, that card is like, it's really about, it's just a reminder to treat yourself as if you are a queen and treat yourself as if you are a king. Like, whoever's listening to this, for you are Mother, Father, God's most, 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 most precious child, as are all of we. And now that you know, now that you remember, like, please, please take care of yourself as if Mother, Father, God could be taking care of you. And whatever that means, whatever that looks like, you know, and may we all find that way of speaking gently and speaking kindly to ourselves and nurturing ourselves with soft blankets and hot drinks and warm fires if possible, and fairy lights and good company, and whatever, you know, salt baths, times in nature, forest walking. This card is really about that. It's about, like, you know, acting your sovereignty in the way you care for yourself. For all of us, that's the message. That you are so loved. We are all so loved. That let us love each other as Mother, Father, God loves us. That is the message. So, how many have you got on this call? 45, that's fine. So yeah, it's definitely a message of self-care for all of us. That's really beautiful, isn't it? I'll pull 3 more cards. It's good to get these messages, it really helps me as well. Big solstice energies. Oh, divine masculine, mental conflict, prosperity begins, sacral chakra, interesting. Mental conflict, that's an interesting card to pull for the divine masculine, but I guess a lot of divine masculine are feeling that at the moment. And I just would love to invite everybody to just take a moment and just, like, you know, tune into what are you getting from that, for the divine masculine, for yourself. Like, why did we pull that card? Mental conflict. So what I'm doing is I'm going to pin this to the top. But that's weird, my pinned post isn't coming up. That's so weird. Why isn't that? Sorry guys, I'm just, alright. Because I'd love more people in this group to be watching this video, and so I am pinning it now to the top of the page. If that's possible, I don't know if I can. But anyway, I'll go on. So, mental conflict for the divine masculine. Yeah, this is just talking about the fact that this programming, this false dark programming, this control programming has been so massively, heavily, like brutally indoctrinated into the divine masculine consciousness. And I think everybody needs to step up and show some love and compassion to that, you know, to the realisation of how brutal this, you know, this control agenda, whatever you want to call it, has actually been on the divine masculine consciousness. And the divine masculine is truly highly sensitive being, in many ways more sensitive than the divine feminine, more fragile, and is worthy of the most deepest and profoundest protection. And I feel that, and it makes me feel quite emotional now in this moment, because I always feel that for the divine masculine. So like, can we all just take a moment and just like, you know, even know that little boy within man has just like, you know, gone crazy, we all know that, but actually like the divine masculine, look at this beautiful brother, like the divine masculine is that little boy, and that divine masculine is worthy of protection. It's worthy of protection, isn't it? So I think you know, it's really important for all of us, to be having that conversation, that realization that that the divine masculine is absolutely. Oh God! You know what? I've done it on my. I just realised I've done it on the thing. Yeah. So that is what's going on, brothers and sisters. Mental conflict. Are you in mental conflict, Will? Oh my gosh. Are you in mental conflict? Is that how is the divine masculine feeling out there, brothers and sisters?